That's not good. We got bigger problems. Alright, had a little bit of a late start this morning. I had to do a few things. I got the fuel truck with a bunch of fuel, and I'm going to put some fuel in the bud because I don't think I'll have enough to go throughout the whole day. So, driving down the field, put fuel in it, get the tractor started, let it warm up, let the GPS find all the satellites, and then start seeding. Right, another day. Let's get to it. I'm gonna get this thing done today. Get it out of here. I'm excited about it. I might even get some rattle can on some of this raw iron here so before it rusts. Or it could just rust and match the color of the trailer. We're actually thinking about sandblasting this trailer and painting it in a nice color, but we'll see if we get to that. All right, let's go. Let's see, Enduraplas box. That's what I want right there. Sight glass. Okay, I think I've got everything buttoned up. I'll know shortly once I get water in it and see water pouring out somewhere, and then I'll know that there's a spot that needs tightened. One thing I want to do though is this is the fill port to the sprayer. So after it goes through the entire system, it goes from here to the sprayer. I don't like the way it's pointing out this way. We didn't have a 45-degree 3-inch female to male elbow at the time, but I know where one is. So I'm gonna go rob it off one of our other tanks we took off here. I need that right there. So let's go get one. There we go, good. I guess we're done for the day. All right, I'm not, because I'm in the shop, right? That's what I've been doing, so my job doesn't quit. Everyone else gets to go take a break. My story right now is a little flaky. I think it's kind of getting tacky enough that the tires are starting to slip. I think I'm gonna call it. I don't know what I'm gonna call it. I guess I'm gonna call it done for today. What do you think, Kobe? I can't use the clutch. There. You sure you want to go out there? Yeah, we're getting a little flurry. I've been having flurries all afternoon, so we're gonna need to shut down. We'll probably get started by noon tomorrow because it's going to let up early in the morning, and then we'll let it gradually absorb into the soil, and then we'll hit it again. But we do have some things to do in the morning, so we'll get that taken care of, and kind of a little bit of a break. We haven't really, we've been going since Monday, so about 5 days now, and you don't really necessarily need a break, but it's going to happen. It's kind of nice to get home at 6 instead of 9:30 or 10. Anyway, I'm going to get this thing cooled down, shut down, and off I'll go with Kobe. One of us will drive. His paws are kind of slimy. I better grab the wheel. There's snow on the ground. It's early morning. Okay, not that early, but early enough that people aren't over here yet. Let's go sledding. Are you ready? Yeah. Are you sure you're ready? Yeah. Okay, let's go. Brad was running this thing the other day. He's doing a great job picking rock, as you can see. And then the transmission decided it didn't want to shift. Checked the dipstick and no oil, and the oil pressure alarm was on. So I'm gonna get some numbers and then run to town and get a filter and then pump a bunch of oil back in the tractor and then get Brad rolling again. At least I know one thing, the oil pressure alarm works. Ooh. Hello. Goodbye. Okay, well I brought some extra tools just in case. This filter's been on here a while. I don't know when the last time we changed it. Sometimes they can get pretty tough. If you guys ever watched that video of Millennial Farmer, you know that guy. And his issue with the oil filter change, it can happen. Doesn't matter what color, it can happen. So I'm a little worried this one's gonna be stiff. Let's just go through the tools and see if we can find one that works. Okay, tool number one. Let's try this one. That wasn't too bad. All right, filter's on. Now let's add some oil to the tractor. Somehow, like a dummy, I forgot the funnel. How am I gonna pour oil in that little teeny hole up top there? There's no way without making a massive mess. But I do have this little plastic container in my pickup. I'm gonna poke a hole in it, see if I can makeshift a funnel and get through, because I'm 3 miles from the farmyard and I've already driven this drive 3 times. I don't really wanna do it a 4th. Let's see if we can get this to work. There. Hopefully that's enough. This is probably gonna be a big failure, but I wanna try it and just see if somehow I can use this as a funnel. Oh, this is just not gonna work. I just can't believe I forgot the funnel. I had it in my hand. Where did I put that thing? It wasn't even worth trying. I just drove back and got the right funnel. It's here. All right, let's get some oil in this thing before the snow melts, because it's melting, everything's getting muddy. And muddy means it's gonna be drying out soon. And drying out soon means we gotta be rolling soon. I got a bunch of stuff I need to do. It's just oil. It's like, why is it that hard of a deal? Oh, it's good. Oh, okay, fill it. Well, that's not an easy dipstick to read, but I think I see oil on it. I did add 5 gallons to it. It might have been down a little bit, but that's not enough to make that transmission not work. I have a new filter on it. I just don't think, though, that is the issue. I'm a little worried that something else is going on at that tractor. So I'm gonna fire it up. I'm gonna try putting it in gear, see if we can get it to go forward. It will back up, but in drive, it's like the clutch packs won't lock up if there is clutch packs. I'm not entirely sure how it works, if there's a torque converter or what. Let's give it a shot, see what happens. Okay, let's do some tests here. Hydraulics clearly are working, so we've got hydraulic pressure. Let's try putting it in gear. Yeah, it's in gear right now, nothing's happening. Let's try reverse. We got nothing in reverse either. Just nothing. Absolutely nothing. What could be going on? This is gonna be an issue. Transmission oil pressure is not building up, and everything else is functioning like it should. And there's oil in there. So something with the transmission pump. I don't think it's the same pump. If there's 2 pumps, that one that runs the hydraulics, one that runs the transmission pressure, I'm not sure. Something happened, and there's zero pressure. I'll go grab the guys, and we're gonna start scratching our heads and make some phone calls. Not good, not good. Well, the verdict's in. Talked to the guys, talked to some connections we have at the Case IH Magnum factory, and they're pretty sure it's an internal issue inside the transmission to do with either clutch packs or a seal inside. So the Magnum is probably dead in the water. It's not going to go anywhere soon, and I just wish we had a backup tractor that we could use to pull that roller. You know, something wouldn't hurt to have a little more horsepower, a little more weight, a little more flotation, some big tires, some strong hydraulics. Something that's already set up to run that easy steer Trimble system with the 750. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, that'll do. Filling the Bowmans up with diesel, and I was getting ready to head out to the field to help the guys connect the 435 bud to the land roller and pull the Magnum away. And all of a sudden I heard something that when you hear it, you know what it is. And it sent goosebumps through my arms. And I looked up and I said, that is a Merlin engine right there. I think the last time I saw this was 6 or 7 years ago. There we go, okay. I just wanted to take a peek. Oh, there, okay. Scratch that itch, I'm good to go. Maybe someday I might be able to jump in with him. He's got another seat in it, so you can take passengers, and I've heard he does. So maybe I can convince him someday to maybe just take me for a spin. I'll let him fly my drone. I don't really know if that's maybe that great of a leverage, but still.
Today is a very emotional day for me and the 600 Big Bud. Hey, look, it's snowing outside, but that's not the point. We're not gonna look outside. We don't need to focus on what's going on back there. I got something to tell you, because today is the 8th. And something 6 months ago happened, and it involves the Big Bud and I. It's our anniversary, I know, guys. 6-month anniversary. And if you look down there, yeah. We both kind of have something in common, like metal parts, because you broke my arm. But I forgive you because you're doing work. Yeah, it's an emotional day for me. Just gonna say that. Emotions are going all over the place. These memories of like the pain of a big bar on my arm and seeing this wet noodle and then getting drugged up by the hospital. Yeah, cool things, you know. But I am very, very blessed, and I'm very thankful for what God has given me. He let me keep my arm as a spare. You know, this was my spare, and he let me keep it, and it's functional, and life is good, really. It is fantastic, and I'm truly blessed. And 6 months ago, it's crazy to think that it went by that fast, and you know, just thought I'd share that with you guys, because that's kind of what's on my mind today, you know, just thinking about that whole process. So what I'm trying to say, guys, is please keep it safe. Make sure you're not too comfortable in your surroundings, because I was. And I wasn't really thinking it through, and reactions took place. Before I knew it, I broke my arm. So don't do that, guys. Stay safe, just saying that. Good luck. All right, they pulled up. Bud's sitting there, we got an old rope attached to the front of the tractor. I went ahead and disconnected the land roller, this Mandaco. It's good to go. So he is going to start the tractor, which he just did, as you can heard, narrating everything. Keep it in neutral, Bud's gonna pull it, and we'll take it home. Or maybe they're just moving out of the way for right now, I don't know. I'm going to talk about something real quick. For those that don't know, Big Buds were not the first articulating tractor. Wagner's were. Wagner's were the first articulating tractor, and there was 1 million of those things sold out in Montana because they needed a tractor that could go across the fields and pull a big plow. So when Wagner went out of business, Big Bud was designed by farmers that were selling Wagner tractors, and they said, we have to have a tractor to sell. Well, let's build one. So they built this tractor here. The story is this one here is the third one off the lot. At least that's what my grandma claims. My grandpa told her all over, like, I got the third one off the lot ever made. This is the third one. So this is what my grandma says. There is no serial numbers that I can find that can identify that. But we do know that this tractor is the very first tractor for Big Bud to have the 70,000 pound Clarks. It was actually built with smaller axles, and they weren't really that great. They would have wheel bearing problems, and my grandpa wouldn't buy a tractor like that if they didn't find a bigger axle. So they found bigger axles, and underneath this tractor you can see where they cut out the old ones, put the bigger axles on it. So there's a few things that say that it's possible that this is like the third one off the lot. I like to think so, because that's kind of cool, right? But nothing to really prove it. Now here's the thing though. This tractor has been through Let's see, how many? 5 hydraulic pumps, 3 engines, at least 2 transmissions, and 3 paint jobs. And it's still serving a purpose. It's pretty awesome, guys. And guess what it gets to pull? A Mendeco 50-foot roller. Mendeco. Anyways, it's gonna be pretty fun. We should watch this thing in business, or watch it roll while it's doing business. I'm excited. You guys watch. Just let it, yeah.
I think it's ready to go out the door. I have a couple things left, as you can see on the floor right here, but I gotta get some dummy shuttles on there with water so I can get the big spade running and do some cycles and make sure everything's running before I actually do a chemical into the sprayer, because if something's not right, it could be costly. But we just set the brakes on the truck, greased everything up. I'm gonna pull it out of the building, and then I'm gonna head over to the pump house, and we are gonna put some water in the tanks and see all my leaks that I have. I don't think there's any. You wanna bet?
It's not 150 pounds. Yeah, I can lift that thing. I can carry that thing down there easy.
Leg arm's getting all excited, wants to drive this case here. Come on, man. All right, let's move.
Those Enduraplas tanks sure look good, don't they?
Okay, we're all hooked up. I don't know, we probably want to put that pump in first, so maybe we'll do that before we pump some water into this. But I gotta go down this.
We started looking at it. I really need to build up that area where he's gonna park a sprayer, the big brute, because it's just not level. So, gonna start the big 844 loader, bring it over there, scoop some dirt, level it out. So that way he's got a nice flat pad, so he can leave the semi over there. Just drive big brute over, fill up, keep going back. Okay, let's go move some dirt. Okay, I moved a little too much dirt. Nick's taking the truck back, but I kept digging and 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 digging, because that whole area over there where the loader's sitting was kind of a big hole. So the whole purpose is if I can flatten that out, then Nick can take his sprayer and park it flat here, so when he fills the sprayer, he has the right, well, volume in there. So this is a bit overkill, but it'll work. Yeah, I think I'm done. And the other thing too is I figured I'd cut the backside out here just so we can park our pickups if we want to drive up real quick. You can park there if these 2 spots are taken. All right, let's take it back to the shop and call it a night.
Well, Dad and I got the pump house pretty much situated, the new pump. I got some water in the tanks. So far, no leaks. There goes Dad, the Fummins, and leg arms built a mountain, which is good. We can park on it. All right, call it in, go back. Ground will be ready to start planting tomorrow, so we're gonna get to it then.
Just got back, let the loader cool down, shut it off, and I started thinking about something. Confidence. To be confident. What does that mean to you guys? Well, one way it means to me is if I'm confident that I'm gonna screw up, I'm gonna be good at that. But if I don't try, if I don't even try, I will never know if I will screw up. And who knows, maybe I'll succeed. And I think that's one of the things about me that I enjoy, is the challenge to always push forward. When challenges, struggles, things happen, yeah, it sucks. It's no fun. But to be challenged, to grow, to be inspired, to push on. Yeah, I know I'm gonna fail. I know I'm gonna make mistakes, but I'm glad for those mistakes. I learn from them. And you know what? Give it all you got. You only have one chance in this lifetime, and you might as well just see what you can do. Because if you don't try, you might never know what you can do. So just keep moving forward, and yeah, life is good. Life is really good. So anyways, thank you guys. Appreciate you for watching what we do on Welker Farms. Thank you for being along for the journey. I just wanted to say, God bless, guys. Take it easy.